What's up, everyone? Today we're going to look at an orange and green control list, one that it's really fun. It's really expensive, and the reason I'm playing it is because I was recently made a partner for the Mythgard partner program. Woohoo! And in that you get a whole bunch of free packs, and I opened a bunch of cards that I could throw into this, and I was excited for it, so I thought we'd do a video on it. It's a deck that likes to go long into the game. It's very good at grinding matches out, has a lot of recursion and ability to really take things to a lot of turns. In order to do that, we have some of the kind of green staples for control and ramp and the grinning kolobok. One rewind hex because a lot of red-blue mid-range is going around along with a lot of red aggro, both of which have a couple pretty meaningful enchantments, so we run the rewind hex. 2 Wake the Bones for some recursion. 2 Born Again as an amazing defensive tool. 3 Detained Deported. Arguably, this should be 4 if you want to go for a more tempo-oriented plan. I'm only running 3. I'm still tuning the list a little bit, debating how many of what there should be, so this may change in the future. 2 Raid the Tombs, same kind of idea. We need draw, but I'm not sure if this is the right number of them yet. That's one of those things I would toy with. Baba Yaga's Den, one of the best defensive green tools in the game. It's just very good at soaking a ton of damage. 2 Let Astray for removal. Again, maybe more, maybe less. 2 ved'ma Skyranger. This is something that I included at the recommendation of Toonstar. He's running a list that's very similar to this and said that this has ended up working very well for him. It's worked actually really well for me too. It can help get a little bit of extra chip damage when you're ready to turn the corner, go on the aggressive. It can be used as a 3 damage removal tool if you have some extra green gems at the end of a turn. Very versatile card. I like it a lot. Bald Mountain, recursion and value. Traitorous Murmur, one of the best green control cards in the game. Get to steal an enemy minion. Very good. Chort Stag, really big and chunky. Can get a lot of damage through and a recursion tool so you can grind out. And iku-turso, giant body for its cost. Can slow down your opponent immensely by making it a defender and immobile minion. Very good. On the orange side, Eager Recruit, only running 3, maybe should be 4. Always happy to burn this in the late game, always happy to use this as a defensive tool in the early game. Ghul, same thing, as well as increasing your matchup against Reanimator decks or against Journey of Souls decks if they have, say, a Panic Raider that they're about to get out instead of like an Iron Flesh Performer. Just banish that Panic Raider and then you don't have to deal with it. It's great. Xerxian Recruiter, more card draw, more grinding. Peri at the Gates, more card draw, more grinding. Scion of Pride, incredibly flexible card. 4/4 for 4 with Overrun, pretty good. Immune to damage from spirits. A little more relevant than you'd think. There's a couple spirits that are getting played that are pretty impactful, so it can incidentally be nice, but that's not why you play it. Pride of Place, the ephemeral 1-cost 1 orange spell that removes abilities and transforms it into a 4/4 lion spirit, can be stupidly good. There are so many ways you can use this card. Turn your Eager Recruit from a 2/1 into a 4/4 on curve is just a blowout in some cases. Take your opponent's giant short stag and turn it into a 4/4 instead, can be very good. They have other problematic minions they can kind of bring it down to size. It's just a crazy good card and it has so many applications. 2 Seal of Exile for things like, I don't know, Bagmatars, Hopeless Necromantics, thing you just don't want to see again. 2 Temptation, because it's an amazing card and should probably be a 2 of in every orange deck. To Heaven and Back, because we have a lot of really good enter the battlefield effects. If you put a Peri at the Gates on this and then get that draw 2 again, it's just really good. Kushiel, because it is giant health and can block pretty much indefinitely and on occasion will also clear off a board. And Armageddon Angel, because it clears off a board. So those are the cards. The curve is a little wonky. I'd like to kind of even this out a little bit, and the gem costs are really kind of intensive. You have a lot of double colors in both of these. So far, it hasn't been too much of a problem for me, but it's definitely something I'd like to look at a little bit. We run Turn of Seasons because it is kind of generically applicable. We really like the draw. We really like the gaining health every now and again. We really like healing all of our minions. And then the Fragile is not that big of a deal because we're not looking to trade all that frequently. And then Mend, I'm not I'm not sold on Mend being the power. I'm using it because this deck is insanely bad in terms of healing. It has literally none. So if you get low on health, you kind of just stay there. I'm running Mend as a way to kind of incidentally boost our health, but I'm not sure if it's really what I want to be doing. I think either Impel or Infuse could be better. Infuse would mean that our Born Agains, our Grinning Koboloks, our recruits would be able to trade up a little better. That might be better. And Impel might be able to be a little bit better because we could get in the way and make sure they're blocking something. So I'm not really sure if Mend is where we want to be, but I'm running it for now. So we're going to get into a couple games, see how this one runs. And then, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Switch to being over here. Ha 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 ha. Okay, found match number 1. We did hit gold. We hit gold with red-blue mid-range, so we have a lot of freedom to kind of just play whatever we want without real fear of deranking, which is kind of great. Ooh, they're on artifacts. Nice. I really like having 2 koloboks to open with, but we don't have anything to ramp into, which makes this a little awkward. Raid the tombs, we need things in the bin first. So this hand is a little weird. Definitely a little weird. It's very early game centric. Oh, is he playing red-orange defenders? Because I'm super down with that. That's really cool. Alright, Kushiel is something that we can ramp into. We're totally fine with it just dying off. I'm actually just going to put the second kolobok down because we're not under pressure. We can kind of do whatever we want. I don't expect needing the Born Again. Detained might be nice. What can I get rid of reasonably? Maybe get rid of the ved'ma. All right. We'll see how this does. Oh, he's tricolor. All right. Yep. To heaven and back. Unfortunately, Kushiel already an angel, so that won't be all too helpful for us. This is a defender, so it can't attack anyway, so we can just go ahead and move it. The kolobok, that is. Temptation isn't going to be useful here. Led Astray, not going to be useful here. Am I going to likely want Led Astray first? Or Detained Deported first? Because I'm burning one of them probably. I'm starting to burn orange after that. Or maybe I start burning orange now. Do I need the ghoul? I don't think I need the ghoul. I'll throw down the Born Again. And heal up because we have no reason not to. Reason I'm playing burning the orange now is because we can get to heaven and back going. Is this just Alpha Strikes? It's not Defender? Oh, it is Defender. Oh, duh. Yeah, the alchemical key. We went over this. Ooh, he has Stretcher. Okay. So we have enough mana to put heaven and back down. If we burn orange, we also have enough to put down Kushiel, and I think that's kind of just where we want to be. We only need one detained. We don't need both. I screwed up. As you can plainly see, I needed to burn orange. This is quickly becoming the laser special. I do this all the time, and it's really kind of frustrating, actually. It happens significantly more when I'm recording, too. He's getting more artifacts, as one does. That's actually an interesting temptation target. It's ephemeral. It wouldn't get the demise, and with the blast, we could clear that off. I think I actually like that. Do we need to burn? I don't think we need to burn right now either. Well, we need to burn so that we can get temptation. I'm actually going to burn the Scion because I like Heaven and Back and Kushiel right here. Attack there. Get the damage in, that gets destroyed. This is ephemeral, so it will also be gone. Nice. That was cool. And I do want to keep To Heaven and Back in hand if possible. It's a very, very strong recursion tool. Ooh, he burns a Crimson Pact. That's really good for us because it means that Kushiel is likely here to stay. Even more so when we get Short Stag out. Yeah, we don't need to get any of that down. We'll just get Kushiel out now. So here we're we're really hoping they don't have a way to remove Kushiel. That would be really, really nice. That's fine. If he's removing it by trading, we get it back with Short Stag. Yeah, absolutely not a problem. We're gonna Short Stag here. And then we can Heaven and Back onto the Short Stag. Llama rings when we're getting down now, so that's fine. Is there anything to play around? Gigantomachia is about all I can think of in terms of AoE. We're going to get Kushiel back. And here's the crazy thing. Short Stag doesn't give it ephemeral. It's just back. It's so nice. I just realized my Heaven and Back is a prestige. I don't know how I didn't realize that. That's so cool. I love it. Okay, we got a Magmatar down. You can go ahead and remove all of that you would like. Bald Mountain. Is this ephemeral? It is. So, we're going to Heaven and Back. Absolutely 100%. And then raid the tombs will get rid of both of the minions that we could get back with Short Stag, so that's kind of a wash. I do want to detain this just so I can maintain a little bit of the power on Short Stag, or health rather, because we do want to try and keep this as healthy as possible so that we can get something like Kushiel into the bin for recursion purposes. So don't get me wrong, getting an 8/8 beater back from To Heaven and Back is great, but we'd rather do it when we're going to get some value. So it does put it back to our hand as an angel with +1/+1 agile and its cost reduced by 2 permanently. So even if it does die right now, then we could just play Kushiel next, and then after that dies, we can get the Short Stag back. So we have ways to deal with things. We also have Deported, raid the tombs for some draw, and Led Astray. Led Astray and Deported both will be able to get rid of almost all of the minions they could put out, because almost everything they're going to be getting rid of is going to be ephemeral. So Short Stag, just like that, comes back. So this turn I'm looking at Deported and Kushiel. I'd kind of like to get rid of that because he has no card draw and no cards in hand. So I will lead that Astray, deport this, and heal up. All right, good turn, good turn. He is very low on resources. Our resource extension via recursion is getting pretty good. He is wisely going to start splitting. It's a good call. So we can deal with this by blocking here. We can throw Kushiel down in 1. Baba Yaga's den isn't bad either. Move that over. Kushiel to start. And given that this is going to die and we'll have something in the bin, I'm fine with Raid the Tombs here. Yep, we're going to take some damage. That's not too big of a concern right now. Seal of Exile, we don't really need right now, but could be very good in the future if he ever finds a bomb. Carniolog's not exactly a bomb, but it's not great. We'll give something a teleport. Ooh, interesting. Does not teleport to try and take out Kushiel. That's surprising, honestly. That gives it warded and suppresses this. That's fine. So Chort Stag lines up into these, no problem. Our health is getting low. Ooh, Temptation. I think that's the play, right? This is warded, so we can't. Correct? Oh no, warded just means that it can't be damaged or destroyed. So we can take that, attack into this. We get the blast. That dies. We attack in, get some durability off. And I really need to start putting on pressure, so I'm looking at Baba Yagas and Ghul. Let's burn the recruit. Put down Baba Yagas. Now we have all of the lanes guarded. We have Seal of Exile to remove his one creature. Oh, Bard Bolts. Okay, so it's not a creature that's coming down. So notably, we are very much not looking to draw cards right now. Bald Mountain is always nice, but we don't really need it at the moment. If we put on pressure, he goes to 7. I think if we move this here, right? So that it can come back. We move that so that it can defend. We throw down Chort Stag so that it can try and win us the game next turn. Warded does not prevent being banished, but we don't need to banish this right now. However, there's no reason not to banish the security phalanx. There's no opportunity cost to it. Chort Stag, having gotten the To Heaven and Back buff, has Agile, so they will have to fill all 3 of these lanes for me to not be able to attack through. I like our position. I think our position is strong. Again, Gigantomachia is a problem. Duskwing Angel's not a problem. He needs to move this and then play this, which he doesn't have enough mana for. He does, so play that there. Nope, he will not win. He'll not be able to survive now because he only has this to play and he cannot plug all 3 lanes. Agile, Chort Stag, gonna be able to close it out. And even if he did fill all lanes, we have Seal of Exile to banish one of these, and then the Chort Stag would be able to punch through anyway. So I think we pretty much just set ourselves up for a nice, clean win here. Here's the power of Rewind Hex. I'm going to Seal of Exile that. Punch through for 9 damage. And take the win. Right on. So that's kind of how this deck wants to win. Most of the games, that grinds out with recursion tools over the course of the later turns with these big fat creatures. Chort Stag and Kushiel, some of the perennial big things. Armageddon Angel would have been nice at pretty much any point as well, alongside iku-turso. Any of those bombs alongside To Heaven and Back would have been great. And yeah, that's the deck. We're going to take one last quick look at it for anyone who wants to look one more time. Deck is super fun. It's very expensive. A lot of mythics, a lot of rares. It's not a cheap deck, but it's a lot of fun. I don't know if I would suggest crafting it. I don't know if it's really top tier, but then again, no one knows if anything is top tier right now. So if it looks good, there will be a deck list in the description. Yeah, I think that's about all for today. So I hope you enjoyed this deck. I have been absolutely adoring it, playing it a lot. It's really great. So if you like it, let me know. Let me know how it goes in the comments. Let me know if there's any changes you would make. And then if there's anything you want to see covered on the channel, go ahead and let me know. Always love making sure that I get to provide you guys with the content you want to see. So that's about it. Make sure you like and subscribe. It really, really helps the channel out more than you know. And thank you so much. And until next time, see you all later.